This is the early afternoon of the 1st of August, 2024. I actually made mention of this in one of my videos I posted earlier today. This was put up by the Diocese, written by Jordan Schachtel, Schachtel, published July 31st, 2024. Title: Biden-Harris admit to let 9/11 plotters live. Striking plea deal with jihad masterminds. You know why that is? It's because Obama is protecting his Muslim brethren. When a Muslim asks another Muslim for help, they cannot be denied that request. And I'll guarantee you that these dirtbags that have been in Guantanamo for the last 23 years have reached out to Obama more than once. So now, the Biden-Harris administration to let 9/11 plotters live. A core group of jihadists responsible for planning and executing the September 11, 2001 attack against America have agreed to plead guilty to avoid the death penalty. I'm sure they planned it, but they had nothing to do with executing it. How could they have? They're still alive. The Biden-Harris administration has once betrayed the American people and have now left us on the hook for subsidizing the cost of keeping these Islamist barbarians alive for another 40 to 50 years. I must admit, this one is personal for me. I grew up in New Jersey in proximity to the New York City. Growing up in the 90s, there was no real need to broaden our horizon about the world surrounding us. Outside of academic and scholarly settings, America was the lone hyperpower in the world, and China had not yet emerged to the status that it maintains today. It was on path to do normal things and have a normal career until 9/11 turned my world upside down. Actually, it's been that way for a long time. It started with Pearl Harbor. I think I was in the 6th grade when the Twin Towers came crashing down. Pretty much everyone I knew was enormously impacted by that day, given that I lived in a town where seemingly every family had someone who commuted into New York either via car, bus, or train. Like Biden. The horrible day would forever change our lives, especially mine, though I was only 11 years old on 9/11. I would quickly become obsessed with learning everything about the world around me. I hope you tuned in to Zollner Report. You'll learn a whole lot about 9/11. Particularly the Middle East and the Islamic world. Inspired by the heroism of the FDNY, I became a firefighter, hoping to one day assist our country to make sure such a tragic event would never happen again. I dedicated both my undergraduate and graduate studies to international affairs, concentrating on the region and states where the bad guys lived. Should have tuned in the Zollner Report, would have saved you a whole lot of searching. Now, the pre-9/11-01 era was such a peaceful time compared to today. The good times left the American people so caught off guard about the ideology that inspired the likes of Osama bin Laden and his allies. How about that dirtbag Barack Hussein Obama? Unsurprisingly, the government launched its war on terror in Helen Keller mode, powered by old-fashioned Pax American hubris and having no clue that we were getting ourselves into. The results speak for themselves. Afghanistan was an unmitigated disaster, and so was Iraq. And who got us into Iraq? Oh, I know, George Bush. Who got us into Afghanistan? That was Barack Hussein Obama. I learned a lot. We all learned a lot from these mishaps and boondoggles, and even perhaps some seemingly international failures, with some success sprinkled in between. Still, never in a million years would I have imagined that Khalid Shakit Mohammed, KSM, and his crew of dirtbags would be alive some 23 years after 9/11. Yet here we are. Not only are they alive, they've somehow avoided the death penalty too. I told you how they've avoided it. They asked Obama And Obama told Joe, give them freedom. Not freedom, but we won't execute them. Gitmo has been a total shit show for so many years. I went there as a reporter for Beer Bart in 2015. When I got to the island, the U.S. military commander running the prosecution team held a presser for the reporters covering the pre-trial proceedings, which still continue today. My first question was something along the lines of, what the heck is taking so long? This greatly upset reporters from the New York Times, AP, and other corporate media outlets who thought it was unbecoming to ask such a common-sense question, that military prosecutors would later retire after accomplishing nothing. So would many who came before and after him. Anyway, little did I know, another decade would pass without a resolution. Well, today, we have that resolution. And I told you why. When a Muslim asks another Muslim for help, he can't be denied. You think not? Well, you think whatever the hell you want. I do. I'll attach the link. I might add another link, assuming I can find what I'm looking for. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.